They're set to go now with the red light blinking here on top of the starting gates. The opening of 10, 1,000 guineas day. Stand by, set, gate spring. Off and racing, Aurum Belle out very quickly with the fire of Gidgee Coles and also Stern Empire coming across Grey Old Day. Booting up on the inside soon after Snow Monkey when they got going from Capelgusta. Further back behind them, Gaintree. Then the stablemates back there, Firearm in company also with Rock Tex, and back there at the tail end filling with water. It's the filly that leads them, the daughter of Schnitzel in front here, coming along the side. Aurum Belle, 3/4 of Grey Old Day. Pushing right up on the inside, prominently placed is Snow Monkey. Over on the outside, Stern Empire. A fire of Gidgee Coles got trapped out there. 3 and 4 deep. Capelgusta even wider. Balancing up though, and Aurum Belle about to give them the slip. She's lengthening stride. She pins the ears back at the 200 mark. She's a length and a half to Snow Monkey. He has to go for the shillelagh, but she's still clear. Aurum Belle. She's got Snow Monkey's measure. She's got all of their measure. And Aurum Belle, the debutante, the filly by Schnitzel, wins it easily. Aurum Belle from Snow Monkey. Third very tight between Gaintree charging home and also Firearm. In behind those next of all was Rock Tech. Stern Empire weakening. Likewise a fire of Gidgee Coles back there filling with water. Grey Old Day also weakening out of contention, as did Capelgusta, who'd finished a long last. Aurum Belle, the 725,000 acquisition by Schnitzel from Dame Giselle. A filly bred to be a very good horse has come out and put them away. She looked above them all. She's got a magnificent length of stride, this filly. We're going to be hearing a lot more of her. She accounts for Snow Monkey, and back on the rail, Firearm holding third, getting through just in front of Gaintree. Aurum Belle, the second version of an Aurum Belle here in WA, of course, the first being the mother of the great sprinter of the 1970s, Burgess Queen. And she was something. Maybe this filly could be something as well. She's a Schnitzel out of an I Am Invincible mare, trained by Neville Parham for Santo Walliardo at Ridgeport, and Lynn Sayers at Yarradale Stud, ridden by Brad Parham in 58.41. She lets down like a good one. 2 lengths, 1 3/4 with the margins, home in 34.10. And there's X Factor about her. 8, 11, 2 and 10. Snow Monkey by Trapeze Artist out of the multiple stakes group winning filly Flirtini for trainer Simon Miller, ridden by Lucy Fiore. And third, number 2, Firearm by Shooting to Win, Sean O'Donnell for Trevor Andrews, and fourth in there was number 10 in Gaintree. Exciting start to a racing career. Race number 2, the Wittens and Irrigation and Design Handicap over 1600. No changes to come. 12:28 post time. We'll go back to Tessa joining us in the yard. She's with Neville Parham. They thought highly of this filly in the sale ring, and they'll be thinking highly of her as a very, very exciting racing prospect on what she's delivered on debut this afternoon. Tess?
Extremely exciting horse on the rise here. Darren, catching up now with Neville Parham. Neville, congratulations. We were just having a quick chat off camera. A bit nervous going into this one?
Yeah, I've been in the game a long time, but I don't get nervous, but I was a little bit nervous with this filly because when we saddled her up, she was really playing up and wanting to drop her head. So then when she went onto the track, she's that well in herself. She was playing around too, but yeah, fortunately she was very professional when the gates opened, and yeah, Brad gave her a good ride.
Throughout all your years in training as well, you've had plenty of horses and yearlings that have always gone for a big price. This horse, $725,000 as a yearling. That's something else, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of money, but Santo obviously was hoping that she'd make a good racehorse, and she's obviously very well bred. She had a half brother get sold earlier this year for 1.3 or 4 million or something, and Chris Waller bought that one. So look, the dam was a very good 2-year-old, so we were hoping that she could shine up as a 2-year-old, and so far so good. She's ticked the boxes, and she hasn't been beaten yet, and so hopefully she can keep going on with it. So I haven't done anything to it. Everything she's doing is natural. She hasn't been revved up to run hard, but she's just a natural. So hopefully she can keep it going.
Talk to me about the run in transit when she was able to jump so positively. It was quite an easy watch there.
Yeah, she jumps pretty cleanly, and she's a very sound horse too. So you look, 2-year-olds, when they're young, they can get aches and pains, and they generally show up come race day. But she was able to sort of jump really positively, and Brad anticipated that she would probably take up the running, and that's what occurred. And yeah, she's very professional.
2 months now until the Karrakatta Plate. What does the time between now and then look like?
Oh, look, I don't know. Maybe we just wait for the gym crack or something like that, and there's no hurry with her. But I'll have to talk to Sando about that. Well, he has high ambitions. She's still in the Golden Slipper at the moment, but that might be a bit high.
Shoot for the moon. If we miss, we still land amongst the stars. We like it. Let's move on to the rest of the program today. Masmello, that was a really nice return.
Yeah, well, she's at the opposite end of the scale. I only paid $3,000 for her, so. But she's a lovely mare or filly, and still got a lot of improvement in her, maturity-wise. But she was quite good when she resumed a couple of weeks ago, and it's always been the plan to give her a 14 then into this race, and she raced over 1800 and won over 1800 back on Melbourne Cup Day. Only a maiden, but she was most impressive. So yeah, I think she'll certainly make a presence felt in that race.
I'll ask my favourite question, best of the rest from Neville Parnham.
I think Masmello, yeah, I think she'll run really well, and obviously respect the favourites, are wonderfully made, but look, I think she'll eat up the ground as they get further.
Great result here and a great start today. Congratulations. Best of luck throughout.
Good on you. Thanks.
Neville Parnham there, his son Brad.
Brad joins us now. Brad, she was winning a 400-metre jump out, winning a 1,000-metre trial, and now she wins on debut. She certainly looks like she's ticking every box.
Yeah, that's right. She gives me a good feel, and she always works really good at home. But she's still quite green, and she's still got a lot to learn. But yeah, it's probably exciting that she can still do a few things wrong and get away with it.
Mounting yard, barriers, how did she handle the race day debut?
Look, she didn't cook herself, but she was definitely a little bit flighty with the smaller saddle on her first time. And when I first canted off, she actually had a little bit of a hump, so I was a bit nervous for a minute or two there, but she got out of that, and I'd say she probably, she wasn't fizzing up or anything, but she was just looking around a lot. And even in the straight, I had to sort of give her a good kick to make sure she strode out. But yeah, look, she's got a lot of improvement there still.
You obviously know a good 2-year-old when you sit on one. I mean, you won last year's Karrakatta Plate. So where does she sort of sit in terms of ability level?
I think ability level, she's pretty high up there, but she's, like I say, she's got a bit to figure out still. Hopefully this run really brings her on a lot, and yeah, maybe next start we'll see if there's a big improvement in her, just her greenness, if she can figure that bit out. Hopefully we'll see a big improvement again. But yeah, look, I think she's up there with ability, so we'll see what she can do.
Good luck for the rest of the day.
Thank you.
There's Brad Parnham. He combines with his father Neville to take out the first here. The MCA Polytrack Plate for the 2-year-olds over the 1,000 metres. Aurum Belle makes it 1 from 1 on her debut performance here. 8, 11, 2 and 10, the numbers out of the first on a huge day here at Ascot.